I love talking about the hustle. What does it mean though? That's what we're going to talk about today is the hustle. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about this. And it's so crazy how things come into my mind at like midnight, and then I write them down in my little notebook. It's like, okay, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. So thank you for jumping on. This is Amanda Smith out of Vernal, Utah. I'm in my basement. This is my new office. I absolutely love it down here. It is amazing to have my own space. My kids can be upstairs. I can be down here. Hello, Miss Jenny. How are you? Hi, Cindy. Gosh, it was so good to see you. Let's see. I'm going to wave to y'all as you come on. Hello, Miss Megan. Oh my gosh. Hi, Amanda. I love seeing all you guys jump on. What does your Tuesday look like? Tuesday is all about being grateful. Hey, Lori. I'm excited to see you tonight. All right. I wanted to talk about the hustle. Now that there's a few of you on, first of all, tell me where you're tuning in from. I know lots of people are still traveling. My foot is asleep, so I'm going to be wiggling it for a minute. That's funny. Hello, Mary or John. I don't know which one of you it is. Yeah. I love watching your dreams come true, Jenny, because watching you move into that house, man, I remember that feeling. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Yeah. All right, you guys, it's Tuesday. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Doing a lot of inner work right now. Definitely going through some major shifts. And I love that because we all go through transitions, right? Right now, everything is in retrograde. There's a new moon coming up, like all kinds of crazy stuff in the world that I live in, which if you're not part of my spiritual group, I would love to add you. Just comment, please add me, and I will add you to the spiritual group, and you guys can see what we do in there. I'm getting ready to do a bunch of lives. I've had to go through a little bit of healing work on the inside, and when I do that, I get really quiet in my group. And then I come back, and I'm like, boom, I'm back. So I wanted to talk about the hustle. And one of the things that always comes into my space when I think about hustle is it doesn't have to be hard, right? Like a lot of people come in and they're like, if you're not hustling and if you're not working and if you're not like blah, 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 then you're going to go nowhere in life. But water flows. Water takes the path of least resistance and creates some of the most beautiful places on the planet. Women in labor, if they actually tense up and try to work really hard, they will actually stop their labor, right? Well, it's the same in any kind of business. Yes, you have to have work ethic. Yes, you have to have organization and structure. Yes, you have to get up off your butt and take action. But does it have to be hard work? What does your hustle look like? And when I talk about hustle, I have done it all different ways. I can tell you in every business I've ever been in, I have worked my tail off. I have been consistent. I've been inconsistent. I have struggled. I've sacrificed. I've done all of that stuff. And I can tell you that when I get into a space of relaxation and allowing, hi, Janelle, and I get into a place of focus, and I do the daily consistent action, it doesn't have to be hard. So, as a lot of you guys know, I am not part of what I was a part of. A lot of my lives got deleted. So a lot of you don't even know, like I am not a part of what I was a part of, y'all. I have taken a new direction. I've launched a coaching business, found a network marketing company that fits with what I'm doing. And so, hello, this is the new Amanda. I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad you're entertaining, all that good stuff. Hi, Shay. So that's what I want to start with. Okay, so the hustle, right? Like when I found what I found now, I found a way to still work my tail off, okay? I want to just put it out there that I am busy, but I am happy. I am free. I am not making the sacrifices or the type of sacrifices I was making in the past, right? So I spend a lot of time with my kids. I am not on my phone a lot. If I am on my phone, it's messaging, adding people to groups, and then sending people my link. Bam, that's it. The last phone conversation I had about my business was 2 days ago. And that was it. It was a 10-minute conversation and it was done. So I don't want people to get the impression that we're not working our tails off, right? Like we are busting our butts, but we're helping people create this duplication it's working, right? And I love creating relationships. I absolutely love being a part of something where we're building a foundation and creating relationships that are duplicatable, that are real. And it doesn't matter if you buy my product. I'm still going to love you just the same as I love you when you get on my lives, right? So I'm all about creating this healthy environment where people are not dependent on me. They're not dependent on my company. They're not dependent on what I create the value of. This is so much bigger. And when you get into a hustle, if you're talking about hustling and you're out there and you're selling and you're blasting and you're posting and all this stuff, and Facebook is going to just shut that down. I'm just going to tell you, people aren't going to see your stuff. People are not going to see what you have putting out. And I've been watching some really, really good lives that are creating a lot of value. And Stephen Bowman just did one. If you guys don't know who he is, go follow him. He is doing a ton of lives now. Like, it's so cool. He hasn't been going live in a long time, and he's a really good person to follow. But he was talking about burning the field or planting the seeds, right? And a lot of us on Facebook, Instagram, I have a YouTube channel. I have a group on Facebook. I've launched my coaching business, right? Like, I'm starting to do events. I'm going to be speaking in Los Angeles on the August 17th. I have a website up. Like, there's so much. This is hustle, y'all, but it doesn't feel like work. It's fun for me. This is fun. Setting my office up, getting you guys cool backgrounds so that you can see my beautiful elephant. Ooh, and all of his beauty. Gosh, he's amazing. Look at that third eye. Open. I have another one on this other wall. I've got another one over here. I'm getting ready to paint my own background because a lot of you that know I love to paint. I love to get into this creative space. I owe that to Shelly. Thank you so much for opening that wall because I love it. But hustle doesn't have to be hard. Hustle doesn't have to be work. Hustle doesn't have to be sacrifice. Like, hustle can be daily consistent action where you're having fun and you're creating, right? If I'm creating value for you guys, drop a 1 in the comments because I want to see. There's a bunch of you on right now, and it's cool to see. Do you think hustle has to be hard? Drop a 2 in the comments. Do you think it's easier to take daily consistent action and see your results progress over time? Are you the turtle or the hare? Right? So I love to take action. I absolutely love to get in there and start creating, right? I'm a creator. But it doesn't have to be hard work. Water flows at the path of least resistance. When we flow in our life and we allow things to come in and we allow things to leave and we allow things to just happen by our action, then we're going to start to see the results from that, right? So if what you're doing is not working, it's time to enhance what you are creating. Right? Stop being the fly on the wall. I talk about this a lot. Are you the fly on the wall when the door is 2 feet away? It doesn't have to be hard. It just has to be fun and consistent. And I'm sorry, but you can't just sit on your ass and wait for things to happen. You have to get out there. You have to put yourself out there. You have to do lives on Facebook, right? Like, you have to get outside of your comfort zone in order for things to shift and change. I have been outside of my comfort zone now for 33 months, 4 months almost. And I'm telling you, I live outside of that comfort zone because it's hard to say goodbye to people. It's hard to say goodbye to situations. It's hard to walk through these experiences. But I have never had so many people say, holy shit, Amanda, you look amazing. You actually look happy. Your eyes look happy. How much weight have you lost? Like, what are you doing? Like, what is going on with you? Why are you so energetic about your life now? And it's because when you get outside of your box, and whatever box that is, whether somebody put you in that box, whether you chose to stay in that box, or whether you're working your way out of the box, you have to move. You have to like shift your energy, right? You can't stay on the same path if it's not working. And if it is working for you, great, but you still have to enhance it. You still have to create something that's going to keep that energy high. This is why I can't sit down and do lives, you guys. I'm like moving all over the place. But I love this new energy, right? Mercury retrogrades, you guys. This is all about releasing the old. Yes, is it hard? Yeah, but it's so good because when you release things that no longer serve you or they served their purpose or you don't relate to that anymore, you can create something new. And how do we create? We create by vision, by our vision, what we see, what we write about, what we talk about, what we self-talk about. That's huge. Are you saying I want to be a millionaire and then right afterwards you're saying, oh no, I'll never be a millionaire? Are you saying, I want to own a boat? And then you're like, oh, but I can't swim, right? Like you can't counteract every single thing you put out there. Self-talk is the most important talk. You are the only person that is with you your entire life. This voice you hear in your head is the most consistent voice you will ever listen to. What does your hustle look like? Is it fun? Is it exciting? Is it adventurous? Is it miserable? Is it frustrating? And is it overwhelming? Because if it's not working, it's time to do something different. And when you find whatever it is that fits for you, the universe opens up doors that you didn't even know existed, but you have to be the one to walk through it. So what are you doing to make your hustle grow? Are you planting seeds every single day, or are you sitting in frustration and self-talk where you're not doing anything and then you're wondering why you're not where you're supposed to be? Are you beating your head up against a wall and then wondering why you're not going anywhere, right? It's absolutely amazing. Hey, my man, Stephen Bowman just jumped on. I was just talking about you, dude. Sending people to watch your lives. Go watch Stephen Bowman's lives. Look, there he is right there. But that's it. It's all about the hustle. It is all about how you hustle and what you want to create in your life. Because if you're creating something that you don't want to create, pretty soon you're going to have a monster on your hands. And if you are in the flow and the grace and the love, but you're taking that daily action consistently, you're going to start to see this vision that you created, which was a vision you created now, but you're seeing it in the future. You're going to start to see that come into your space. That is when you know what you have done and where you're at and what you're doing and where you're going is part of your purpose. And I talk to so many people. The one thing that everybody wants a coach for is, what's my life purpose? What is my purpose? Your purpose is in you right now. All you got to do is start listening to it. If you see an animal and they're being abused and that like lights the fire inside of your heart, it is time for you to focus on what you can make an impact in with the animal world. If you're pissed off about how people are selling products, maybe it's time for you to figure out a different way to sell products so that you can get into a niche and then become a teacher. Because what we do in this life is we learn and then we teach. We gain and then we give, right? And that's what this is all about. What does your hustle look like? Mine looks beautiful. Finally. For a very long time, it did not look like me. It did not fit in my box. I was not creating what I wanted to create. And now I look around and my life is created. And I'm going to continue to create it, authoring books, being a coach, stepping into the public speaking world, right? Being live on Facebook, having a YouTube channel. Like that is all stuff that I created 2 years ago, but it wasn't working. I was hitting a brick wall. Every time I went to say, yeah, I want to be a coach, I was like, oh, you can't be a coach. What the heck? People aren't going to follow you. You don't have value to create. Just stay in your lane. Just do what you're doing. It's working. It wasn't working, you guys. I wasn't happy. If you work at a job every single day and you go to that job and you hate that job, but you feel like you have to stay there, you're going to create more of that frustration in your life. And pretty soon you're going to go to work because you feel like you have to. Sometimes taking the leap and learning how to fly on the way down is the most beneficial thing you can do in your life. Is it going to be easy? No. F no. No. But it's going to be worth it. And especially if you're surrounded and supported by people that are lifting you up all the time, lifting you up and helping you, not keeping you small and telling you to stay where you're at. That's what it's all about. What does your hustle look like? What are you planting in your garden and what are you harvesting? Are you planting a bunch of seeds and not harvesting anything at all? It's time to change the crop. That's what this is all about. So, that's my live for the day. I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's Tuesday in my group. I'm almost ready, you guys. I've been working on myself and what I had to release in order to level up, right? I had to take that next step. And when you do that, oh man, it is tough, but it is so worth it. And your energy changes and your vision changes and the people you're around changes and the things you think about change and the people and the money you make changes, right? Your children change, the environment changes. Everything starts to change and shift. And going through that process, you know, I just look at it like I've been pregnant. I've been growing something and I'm ready to deliver it. It's ready to come in. Hey, Alan, what's up, man? How are you? All right. Hi, Cindy. Oh my gosh, yes, it's so super good. Okay, that's my live for the day. I have no idea how long I've been on. Success smells like hard work. That's true, Ricky. But it's not, because it depends on what you think about it. Okay, that's my live. I love you guys. Thanks for jumping on.